Hello, we are looking at the measurement concept of revising a perimeter. Okay, I suggest that you pause the video now and in your book you write down the title, measurement, and the fact that you are revising perimeter. That will make it easier to find when you are doing your revision. Okay, the WALT for this lesson is that you use the correct formula. So please copy this WALT down into your book underneath your title. I am often asked why we do these measurement ones. We need measurement all aspects of our life. Everybody needs to understand all parts of measurement, because there are many jobs and these are just a few jobs. Builders, designers, architects, dressmakers, many jobs that need measurement, otherwise their job is not possible. If you wish to find further videos and you are in year 8, you can go to topic 10, your JAC Plus, and log into your account where there's videos and interactivities. However, this is suitable for all year levels because perimeter is revised in all year levels. When you are doing any measurement, you need to make sure that your units are all the same size. So this is a very good design for you to copy down. This diagram helps you to understand. And what I say to my students when they're converting, so if they are moving, going to a larger unit, the number must get smaller. To make a smaller number, you must divide by the conversion factor. However, if you are going to a smaller unit, going towards a smaller unit, you will need a larger number. And to make a larger number, you need to multiply by the conversion factor. These conversion factors come from their names, milli being 1,000th, centi meaning 100th, meters is the unit that we use, and kilometers is 1,000. It would be a good idea to copy down this worked example. So there are examples for 4 different questions that you may come across. Please pause whenever you need to copy down if I'm moving too fast. So these 4 questions, and there are some worked examples. I suggest you copy down what's over here in the blue. So this is what would be going through our mind as we are doing it. So we need to look at the conversion table. We've got that table above, you've just copied that down. And we're going to convert meters to centimeters. So we're going to a smaller unit, therefore we need a larger number. To get a larger number, we multiply. So when you multiply a decimal number, you've got 2 zeros you're multiplying by, you make the number 2 places bigger. So the 1 becomes 100. Don't change the numbers, just move the decimal point and you've got your answer. Again, we're going to convert from kilometers to meters. So we're going to a smaller unit, we need a larger number, and to get a larger number we multiply. Kilometers is kilo is 1,000, so the conversion unit is 1,000, and you move that decimal point 3 places to the right to make your number bigger. Only move the decimal point, do not change the number. Of course you don't need the zeros anymore, we don't have to keep those places. This one, meters to kilometers, we're going to a larger unit. We need to get a smaller number. To get a smaller number is a divide. And remember, meters to kilometers is 1,000, so the same conversion unit. We can't take 3 zeros off here, but we can move 1, 2, 3 place values. So the 76 thousandths becomes 76 and the 5.5. This one here, we are going from meters to millimeters, going to a smaller unit. We need a larger number, so we multiply. And meters to millimeters, meters to centimeters is 100, and then centimeters to millimeters is 10. So you need to make both those conversions to jump for both of those. Here are some practice exercises for you. I will do the first one for you. Exercise 1A, so 20 millimeters to centimeters. Remember, we're going from millimeters to centimeters. We're going to a larger unit. To go to a larger unit, we need a smaller number. To get a smaller number, we need to divide. And the conversion factor from millimeters to centimeters is 10. So when you divide 20 millimeters by 10, you get 2 centimeters. Okay, pause now and have a go at those, the rest of those. I will have the answers at the end of the tape. Now moving on to the perimeter. So we said we're going to do revising perimeter. We just need to do revise conversion of units first. Okay, perimeters of a square and a rectangle. Now I've got the right sheet. Sorry about that. Perimeter. A perimeter is only for a two-dimensional closed shape, meaning there's no holes in it. So we're looking at the total distance around the shape, or the sum of the sides, or we add up all the sides. So to find the perimeter, we need to identify those lengths, and we may need to convert them, so ensure they're all at the same units. And then we need to add them all together. And when you do your answer, make sure you include your units with your answer. Be a good idea even to copy that down. So pause and copy that down just to revise what perimeter means. Now I'm sure you can identify the worked example A as a kite. We are very familiar with the kite, trapezium and an irregular. So the kite has two sides that are the same, but they are adjacent to each other or next door. Trapezium has one set of parallel lines, and irregular just is as long as it's closed in. So as you can see, we've been given two numbers here, but we've also been told that that side and that side are the same, and that side and that side are the same. In the trapezium, all four sides are different, and in this irregular shape, you've been given some of the sides, but not all of them. So you've been given, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. That means you need to calculate the other numbers. The example will show you how. Okay, so for the first one being a kite, it has two sides that are 21 millimeters, and it has two sides that are 15. So you multiply both those numbers by 2 and you add it together. Remember, you need to write the answer as a sentence. You need to show all of your working. So you need to copy down this example, just the blue writing. Okay, in this one here, you will notice that one of them is in centimeters. The others are in millimeters. So you will need to convert those centimeters into millimeters, and we've just covered that. You can copy that down if you like to remind you to do it. Okay, we need to add all of the measurements that are on there now. So remember, using the converted millimeters, you're adding all of the millimeters up and you're writing the answer as a sentence. So pause and copy that down. This one here, we need to do some calculating, remember. So we've got that side, that side, that side, here. We've got here, we've got here, we've got here. We're missing one here. So to find this one here, we know that this side is 45. So we know that this side all the way up here would also be 45. So if we add that one and that one together, then we just have to take it away from the 45. So we take the 15 and the 15 away from the 45, and we would get the measurement for this one here. Notice they're all millimeters, so we don't have to do any converting. So they put all of the numbers in here and added them all up. Remember the answer as a sentence, and the units are included. So pause and copy. Okay, we have special formulas for the perimeter of squares and rectangles. So our formula is we add the length and the width and we multiply it by 2. So copy down what you need to from here, particularly the diagram and the formula. The perimeter of a square, you just need to multiply one of those lengths by 4, because that's what a square is. The square has 4 sides that are of equal length, so you only need to multiply one of those lengths by 4 to get that. So you can copy that down too. Here's an example for you. So you would copy down your diagram, you check that all of them are the same unit, you write down your formula, then you substitute. So the length is 20.5, you write that in. The width is 9.8 and you write that in. You add those two up because the order of operation says add what's in your bracket, or do what's in your brackets first, and it's addition. Then you multiply them by 2 to get your answer. Remember to write your answer as a sentence and always include your unit. Pause and copy what's down under the right drawer. This is a worked example for a rectangle where you have been given the perimeter and you have been given the length and you need to calculate the width. Again, you draw the diagram. You know that that is 4.5 meters, so you put it in. You don't know the width, so you call it W for width because it's an unknown. You do write down that you do know your perimeter. Again, you write your formula. This time we're going to expand our formula by multiplying the 2 by the length and the 2 by the W, following the distributive law that you have learnt in class. We now substitute what we know into our formula. We know that the perimeter is 16. We know that the length is 4.5. We don't know the width, so we write in the W. We then do those calculations, do the multiplication first as in the order of operations, and that's what we're left with. Now to get rid of to leave the 2W on its own and to get rid of the 9, you need to do the opposite. So you need to take away the 9, you must balance your equation, and you must subtract 9 from the other side to keep the equation balanced or equal. So when you do those sums, you're now left with 7 equals 2W. You would need, that's a multiply by 2, so you need to do the opposite operation, which is divide, and you must divide both sides by 2. You do your calculations and you find out your width. You now write your answer as a sentence and must include your units. Please copy that down. Now for some examples. You know your formula, So it is perimeter equals 2. Oh, I must do that better. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. That is perimeter equals 2 times 4 plus 3. So it equals 2 times 7. And perimeter equals 14. Now remember, while you're doing that in your book, so that's exercise 2A. So you could draw your diagram, it's always a good idea. Always your formula. Then substitute. So the length is 4 and the width is 3. Do your first calculation that's in the brackets and then the final one. So the perimeter, you would need to write the perimeter of the rectangle shown is 14 and it's centimetres, and that is how you would do that answer. So copy that down, and that is how you will set out all of the answers. Okay, here are some more for you to work on. Remember, you have a formula for the rectangle, you have a formula for the square, irregular ones. Remember, this is 5 millimeters here, that will be 5 over here and 11 over there. This one here, you know that this side and this side. This one, you know that that bit there is 9 millimeters, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So you'll just have to multiply them, won't you? So pause there and try those. Here are some more examples, this time of triangles. And we're starting to have some real life problems for you to have a go at. So you can pause and have a go at some of those. There's some more for you to have a go at. To the end of that page. Some reasoning ones, working things out, and some problem solving. These are the types of things you'll see in your A's and B type questions. And think of the best way you can help you to remember how to convert units and to remember the formulas. I promised you the answer sheet at the end, so I'll just grab that. And this will help you to mark your work and get the correct answers. If you find you've made a mistake, go back and check your answer and see if you can get the correct answer. If you still can't get the correct answer, I suggest you check with your teacher to help you to understand what mistake you've made. Show them the working out you've done so they can see where you have made an error. And the rest of the answers to there. Good luck.